Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my July beauty favorites. I actually haven't done a favorites video in a couple months. I didn't do one for June because I was on vacation, so I figured since a few things have built up since then, I have a lot of products to talk about. I have some makeup, some skincare, and even a hair care product. So if you guys want to see what I have been loving for the month of July, then just keep on watching. So looking at my pile of favorites, I actually have a lot of oldie products. I could sit here and talk about a bunch of new releases that have been sent to me in PR, but a lot of my favorites are actually some old products that I know I love, and I've just been wearing them out in the month of July. So I'm going to start off with one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes of all time. So this is the Tartelette In Bloom palette. So this is the more neutral one. The first Tartelette is more mauve-y toned. This one is more of browns and neutrals, and this has some shimmers in it. The first one is all matte. I love this palette so much. I'm sure you guys have seen this so much. It's literally so old. I think my boyfriend bought this for me for my birthday either 2 years ago. I don't think it was 3 years ago. I think 2 years ago. So I've been using it ever since. It honestly is my go-to for a natural eye. I actually put this into my crease probably every time that I film lately. A lot of you guys ask me what eyeshadow I'm wearing when I have like the most basic look ever, which I'm kind of confused by because it kind of looks like I don't have anything on my eye, but you guys must be picking up on it. It is usually this palette right here because I go into it every time I just want a brown in the crease. This is what I use, and I love it for traveling. It's basically the perfect neutral eye. So if you love browns, if you love an easy everyday palette, you really will love this one. If you're like me and you just love basics, you're going to need this in your collection. I just really have been wearing it out in the month of July. I've just been dipping back into it every single day. And another thing about the Tarte eyeshadows is they actually smell really good. They smell like vanilla, I think. I'm not even sure what the scent is, but when a scent like that kind of makes me happy to apply it, I will go back into this palette just because it has that scent. So I really love it. Overall, it's an amazing palette. If you don't have it in your collection, I highly recommend it. If you're a beginner and you don't have a lot of eyeshadows, this is the one that I recommend to you guys. And usually when you guys ask me that question, this is the palette that I recommend. So love it. Definitely a first favorite and worth talking about. So if you guys follow me closely for the past couple of videos, actually not the past couple of videos, I'm pre-filming this. So for my second anti-haul, I was wearing a copper glitter on my eyes, and then I have a couple videos coming out where I'm wearing a gold glitter on my eyes, and I get a lot of questions about the glitters that I was wearing, and I just want to tell you guys I'm not honestly sure if these are eye-safe glitters. I think they are cosmetic grade, but that doesn't always mean that they're safe to use on your eyes. So use with caution, please, and never remove glitter harshly. Never let it get into your eye. Just be very careful. I've been using two Lemonhead Space Paste products. So these are a jelly type of glitter. These were really popular like around January, and I've had these in my collection since IMATS New York, and I really haven't dipped into them until July, and I have been beyond obsessed with these because you don't need to lay down a glitter glue with these. They are their own glitter glue, so all you have to do is pick up a little bit, tap it on your eyelid, and you are good to go. So I have a rose gold and I have a gold. The rose gold is called Mulholland and the gold is called Gildabeast. I'm going to go ahead and take the caps off and show you guys because they are so beautiful. I think they are pricey. I did buy these myself, but I bought them with a discount at IMATS, but of course I always leave everything listed down below if you want to check it out. But I think these are worth it because they pretty much do the work for you. So here are the two shades that I own. This one is Mulholland and this is Gildabeast. So even though it might be bad of me to recommend using these as eyeshadow, I have been, so I wanted to answer your question. And it actually does say on the side here, these are $21.95 each, which I know is pretty pricey, but it honestly lasts forever. I've used them a few times and I haven't even really put a dent in them. So I will continue to use these, and if you see these two colors, you can probably bet that that's what they are. Next up, I want to mention a couple brow products that have been my daily brow products because I have overplucked one of my brows to a really unfortunate extent and the tail is like barely there. So I need to pencil in the tail of one of my brows. So I've been using the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Crayon Brow Pencil. It has a spoolie on one end and a really, really tiny brow pencil on the other end. I'm trying to find the color of mine. I don't know why I can't see the color. Why is the color not on here? So I don't know, this doesn't have the color on it, but mine is brown obviously. But I've really, really been loving these. They're very affordable from the drugstore and they're very, very precise. So if you want something with a tiny, tiny tip, which is very nice for people with brows like me because you really don't need to overdo it if you have a super full brow already, I think you will really like this and I just love how cheap it is. I love that it has a spoolie on the other end. So the Maybelline Brow Precise Micro Crayon is a favorite. And also, I ran out of my favorite Benefit conditioning primer for my brows. That is what I've been using as a brow gel because it really does stick your brows in place and I loved that, but I ran out of it. So I have been dipping into their 24-hour Brow Setter Brow Gel and I like this equally as much. This is actually meant to set your brows, so I like this a little bit better. It's a little bit more of a hard set. The primer probably wasn't even meant to set your brows, but it did for me. It kind of kept it in place all day. I love them both equally, but this is a favorite for July because I have been using it every single day, and this locks them in. Like, they are not going anywhere if you put this on. I just love it. It's a really good brow gel. If you have not tried it already, I do recommend it, and I will probably use it until it's gone, which means I'll probably be using it for like the next couple months. So I did want to mention this. So I had two highlighter favorites in the month of July. One is another product that is a tried and true older product, and then another one is a little bit of a newer discovery. So the first one is Ofra Rodeo Drive, which I swear I've been mentioning for over a year now. This is my favorite golden intense highlight. The Ofra highlighters are no joke. They are so intense. They have a bunch of different options if gold is not your best color. But for me, with my tan this summer, gold is pretty much a go-to highlight color for me. So I've been using Ofra almost every day. I have it on my cheeks today. It's really, really good, and I do have a discount code for Ofra. If you haven't picked this one up, I highly recommend it. I also really love Beverly Hills, but I don't want to sound like a broke record, but both of those are my favorite Ofra highlighters, so I've been using this one in July, so I wanted to mention it. And then another highlighter that I have pretty much discovered out of my collection is Jouer Rose Quartz. Now this one would be a little bit more suitable for a fair skin tone, so when I'm not self-tanned, when I haven't been in the sun, this is my go-to. This is a pinky rose highlight, but again, it's no joke. It's very intense. This one is so gorgeous, especially if you have the right skin tone for it. It has a little bit of a golden undertone, so if you are medium skin tone, it can work for you, but it's just so beautiful on paler skin. I love this when I don't have my tan. I want to go ahead and swatch it a little bit for you. There it is on my middle finger. I have no idea why my hand looks so pink right now, but it's not really that pink in real life. But this highlighter is a beautiful icy rose gold color. I'm going to go ahead and actually swatch it on the back of my hand. So there it is on the back of my hand. It's so intense, so beautiful. The only thing about rose quartz that I might be a little concerned with is a couple times I've checked the website for it and it has been very sold out, but I think they restocked it. So if it is in stock, that's great. I really highly recommend it. I love the Jouer formula. It's really nice. I don't own a lot of their highlighters. I do own a few, but I really want to try the Citrine, I think it's called. I want to try that one because Manny MUA has talked about it, but these two have been my favorite highlights for July. Now I have a favorite blush that I want to talk about, and this blush will probably make it into my 2017 favorites when January comes around because I've been digging into this every single month. I'd be surprised if I haven't mentioned it already. But this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Blissful. I feel like I have definitely mentioned it in a tutorial before, but I don't know if I've mentioned it in a favorites. It's the perfect color for me. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it's just a beautiful what I like to call like candy coral pink. That's what it looks like to me, and it doesn't pick up too pigmented. I don't like my blushes to be like bam, like clown blush, but I like it to be buildable. Like if I wanted clown blush, it would be, but if I wanted it to be like nice and sheer, it could be. So the perfect formula, the perfect color. I love Blissful. If you guys don't have Blissful, then you need it in your life. And if you have any of the other Amazonian clay blushes and you love the color and you recommend it to me, let me know down below, because I need to go on a shopping spree. I need to pick up more of these. I think I only have 4, but this one is by far my favorite so far. So I actually meant to talk about this one first because you guys talk about my foundation all the time. I do want to tell you, sometimes my videos are filtered a little bit because of the camera that I use. So I don't have perfect skin, but sometimes when I use my super ultra HD camera, you guys are still complimenting my skin, and that's like when it looks the worst. So I think it's safe to say I have pretty decent skin. I can't complain about it. But with foundation, your skin always looks better, and I love this foundation lately. I swear I don't even think I've ever talked about this. Maybe I have. I don't really know, but the Too Faced Born This Way has been a go-to foundation for me when it comes to liquid foundation. You guys might know because I've tested out a few of them on my channel, but I have been going for the stick foundations lately. But in July, I have been using liquid foundation because it's a little bit more natural on me, and it's a little bit different. I don't know, it's like, I don't always feel like rubbing a stick foundation on my face. Sometimes I want to dab with my beauty blender or use my favorite brush, which I will talk about. But this foundation is just a tried and true. It's really good. I've had it forever. Mine is in the shade Vanilla. It's a little bit too light for me right now with my tan, but I am wearing it on my face today. It's the perfect medium coverage foundation. Very comfortable. It lasts as long as I need it to last, and I really do like it. So if you haven't tried the Born This Way, it's pretty much one of the first high-end foundations that I would recommend to someone. I can't always recommend a foundation that would work for everybody, but I really do feel like the Born This Way foundation is such a happy medium. I feel like it would work for anyone. So if you haven't tried a high-end foundation and you're in the market for one, I really suggest this one, and I've been loving it for the month of July. So I do have a brush favorite. This was sent to me, I think, a week or 2 weeks ago, so I've only been using it for that long, but I love it. It's so different. So this is a Sigma brush, and this is new. This is the Curved Kabuki, or the F83, and it's so cool. I'm going to go ahead and show you it even though it's dirty because I used it. Hopefully this isn't blurry right now, but you can see it has this really weird curved top to it, and it's meant to kind of conform to your facial shape and get into different areas. I love this so much more than the regular F80, and that was my favorite Sigma brush. Like, that was my top favorite Sigma brush. So this one I love. I have bigger cheeks, so I like how it has a little bit more surface area to it. It can cover more in a quicker time, and I also love that it does kind of conform to your face shape. So if I want to make sure I don't have that demarcation line, I will go ahead and just use this along my chin area. It does also fit really nicely into little corners of your face. I highly recommend this, to the point where if you were going to get like the F80, which is like the top seller of Sigma, I suggest trying this one first, because the F80 is great. I really do like it, but this one, it just has a little bit something extra to it. Love this. And again, I do have a code with Sigma. When you guys use my affiliate codes, you are getting a discount for yourself, but you're also helping me. So I will mention it when something is genuinely a favorite of mine. When I don't like something from a brand, I won't even mention my code, obviously, because I'm not going to ask you to buy something that you won't like. But if you pick this brush up, let me know how you like it, because I swear, guys, it's really, really good. And this is definitely a favorite. I'm going to keep on using this probably again for the rest of the year. When I really like something, I really like something. So loving this brush. So I'm going to mention a few lip products that I have been loving in July. The first one is a lip liner, and this is from Maybelline. This is their Color Sensational lip liner in the shade Nude Whisper. I use this in my Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette tutorial. This is the perfect nude for my skin tone. It's a pinky nude. It's very pretty. I love the formula. I love that it's a twist up lip liner. There's not a lot I can say about this because it's just a lip liner, but if you're looking for a good one from the drugstore, or if you're looking for a nude that I would recommend, like peachy, light, pretty nude, try Nude Whisper. It's a really good color, and I kind of want to go shopping for more Maybelline lip liners because I have been loving this so much. I think this one is $7.99, so why pay like 20 bucks when you can pay $7.99? So I highly recommend this lip liner, and then I have two lipstick favorites. Now these are higher end, they are a little bit more pricey, but they are worth it, you guys. The first one is coming back in August. I think it's only coming back once. I hope it's coming back. If it's not, I'm so sorry, but I'm pretty sure it is coming back. So this is the Jeffree Star Cosmetics and Manny MUA liquid lipstick in the shade Daddy. So I have been wearing this out, especially in videos. I've been wearing it to the point where there's a little gap in the product now, which I don't normally go through liquid lipsticks that fast, but I highly, highly recommend this. It's the perfect brown shade. I'm obsessed with this. It's like a dusty brown. Hopefully I am describing it correctly. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it on the back of my hand. This is so beautiful. Honestly, you guys, it's my favorite color from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. So if it comes back in August, I highly recommend getting it. I'm probably going to purchase a backup because I really have never gone through a liquid lipstick so fast in my life. So there's the shade on the back of my hand. It's obviously not fully dried down yet, but absolutely gorgeous. Had to mention it. I'm obsessed, and it's coming back in August, so I wanted to mention it so that you guys had a chance to keep your eyes out and purchase it if you wanted it. Next up is actually another newer product, and this is very different. This is from Too Faced. It is their Melted Latex Liquefied High Shine Lipstick. So basically, this is a high shine lip gloss. I don't see it as a lipstick. It's definitely more of a gloss, but it's really, really good. The one that I like is in the shade Peekaboo. Again, pinky nude is my favorite, but this formula, you guys, again, is no joke. It is so highly pigmented. It is so glossy. It's just such a beautiful formula. It's the most pigmented lip gloss that I've ever tried, which it's not marketed as a lip gloss, so maybe that's what makes it a lipstick. But to me, it's just an insane gloss. So there is Peekaboo on the back of my hand. Such a beautiful pinky nude, and I love the melted latex formula. So if you guys want to check out the line, see if you like any of the colors, I just highly recommend this formula. But this one by far is my favorite. I've been wearing it a lot, and it's actually a purse color. So if you guys know me, I have quite a few lipsticks in my purse, but they're all like everyday pinky nude kind of glossy colors, so this one is definitely in there, and that pretty much says something when it comes to me and my purse. This one is coming with me on a daily basis. Okay, so moving on to skincare, I have discovered some new daily essentials in the month of July. First off, I have some products from Origins. So this is their ginseng collection. They're in the orange jars. And these two products out of the line have completely taken over my skincare routine. I use them every single day before I go to bed, and I use this one as like a daily moisturizer. So this big one is called the Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer. So if you guys keep up with my skincare, what I mention on social media, I love a gel moisturizer for before makeup. I like it for the morning, and I also like it before bed because it doesn't leave a nasty feeling on your face. This one I extra love because it smells so good. Now, I just got done watching a video of my friend Liz, and she said that she hates the smell of oranges. So if you hate the smell of oranges, which is so weird by the way, you won't like this, but I love the smell of oranges, and it really does wake you up. It smells so good. I love this smell, and they both actually kind of smell like that. So this little guy is an eye cream. I've been using this every night before bed. This is supposed to brighten and depuff, and it really, really does. It also leaves a nice sheen to your skin. So these two products on no makeup days, if I'm going out into the world with no makeup on my face, I have both of these on because this is super hydrating, and I feel like it protects my skin from the environment. And then this gives me a little bit of an under eye brightness, and also I put it up onto my cheekbones a little bit, and it has a nice sheen to it. So it kind of of makes me feel like my face looks a little bit better after wearing these. So I definitely put these on if I'm going to leave the house with no makeup. I just love the way that these make my skin look and feel. So these have made it into my daily routine, so I had to mention them. And then I have a skincare product that I've mentioned so many times on Snapchat, but I've never mentioned on my YouTube channel. I use this product maybe once or 2 times a week, and it is from Ofra Cosmetics. This is Ofra's Soft Pearl Peel. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful pearly white, so if you're kind of into the looks of your skincare products, you're really going to like this one. It smells really fresh and clean, and it has little beads in it. So I put this on 1 to 2 times a week when I feel like my skin really needs an extra boost. This is a really good product for radiance boosting, so if you like to bring out the radiance in your skin, you're really going to like this one. I need to use it on nights before I film. I need to use it on nights where I've gone all day with a full face of makeup. I just feel like it gives your skin that extra boost. So basically, I use this as a mask. You can use it as an exfoliator. So I put this on for 5 to 10 minutes. I put it on my problem areas where I have texture. This is really good at minimizing texture. And I put it on, I leave it for 5 to 10 minutes, and then I take it off with a hot or warm washcloth. And when you use the washcloth to remove the product, I just use small circles and I take it off that way, because then the beads that are inside here kind of exfoliate your skin, which kind of brings it new life. So this I love so, so much. If you guys haven't dabbled into Ofra's skincare line, I highly recommend it. I have a lot of products in my skincare routine from Ofra Cosmetics, but this one is by far my favorite. I love using it, and I highly recommend it. I know that you will love it if you try it. So had to mention this because I don't think I've ever mentioned it on my channel before. If I have, it was a really long time ago, but it really deserves the spotlight because I really use it so often. So my last product for the month of July is a hair care product, and I don't really dabble into hair care on my channel either, but as you guys know, I went from dark brown to a blonde ombre, so I do need some more products in my routine, and I needed a purple shampoo. So I have my favorite purple shampoo in front of me, and this is from Lush Cosmetics. This is called Daddy-O Purple Shampoo, and as you can see, this is a massive size of it. You guys probably can't tell, but it's about down to here now because I use it so often. I do have hard water, so I actually have to purple shampoo my hair more than your average person, but I do try to shampoo with my normal shampoo, and then I go in with a purple shampoo. I let it sit on my hair for a little while I'm shaving or doing other things, and then I come back and wash it out, and it's never purple. My hair is never purple because my hair would be so brassy because of the hard water, and it's not a super ashy blonde. I do want to go and get my hair toned again to have it be a little bit more ashy, but this helps maintain the bright blonde and get rid of brassiness. The only thing about this that I don't love is the scent. This definitely has an earthy scent to it, which I know a lot of people wouldn't like. I did not like it at first, but it is kind of growing on me, and I do use a deep moisturizing mask after I do a purple shampoo because my newly blonde hair also needs to be moisturized because I know that blondes can be really dry. So I am working really hard to maintain the life of my hair. So if you are blonde, if you love trying out different purple shampoos, I highly recommend trying this one. You just kind of have to be able to deal with the smell, so maybe go in and smell this in store. But honestly, I think it's worth it, and I've really been liking this, so I wanted to mention it. It's probably one of my first like hair care product mentions on my channel. I do need to start doing more videos on it because I actually do have a lot of hair care products now. So if you want to see that, give this video a thumbs up. But that is my last favorite for July. Alright you guys, so that is it for my favorites video for July. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like favorites videos and you want me to continue doing more of them, please give this video a thumbs up for me. All of the products that I mentioned will be listed down below, and if I have any coupons, they will be down there. You don't have to use my code if you don't want to, and of course you don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. I just really wanted to share my favorite products with you guys. And if you guys are new to my channel, I would love it so much if you would subscribe. I put out new videos every single week, and hopefully I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye.